Hello everyone and welcome to another toys review. Today I'm gonna be showing you the new Arrow and Flash Pops. Specifically it's Speedy, Malcolm Merlyn, and Zoom. So let's check them out. First up we have Malcolm Merlyn, also known as the Dark Archer. He's a Hot Topic exclusive from the San Diego Comic-Con. And he's a pretty cool pop figure. Let's see a little bit up close his armor suit. Pretty well detailed actually. As you can see, he has all the metallic details he has on his armor over here for his bow. You have the bow, you have the belt buckle detailed, a little bit of cloth detail, gloves, and all that. It's pretty well done. Here on the back you can see where he puts all his arrows and more parts of his details of his costume. Very nicely detailed, very nicely texturized. And it's pretty cool because since it's an exclusive figure, sometimes they don't put that much detail into them. But that's not the case here. It's actually pretty well detailed and very nice looking figure. And on his hair, there's also some pretty interesting amount of texture actually for the hair to make sure it's pretty representable. And his hair looks a lot like the character too, overall. So I'm actually pretty happy that they finally did Malcolm Merlyn. It's about time. He's a very important character on the show, a very recurring villain, and I think it turned out really great. A great one for your collection if you love Arrow. Next up we have Tia Queen, also known as Speedy when she's in costume. I was pretty surprised how well this pop looks. This one comes from the normal Arrow line that they added. She also comes paired with Green Arrow himself in his new season 4 costume. I was not able to get him because there was not so great conditions pops of him, so you have to be careful when buying the pops. They can come in pretty nifty paintwear conditions. In the case of Speedy though, she turns out really great. I love that her red is very intense red. It's not a very too dark red that you don't really notice it. It actually looks pretty darn cool. And you can see great details of red on the bow. So you can see some great details on the costume overall, all those little line dots there. Very nicely painted of red and black at the same time. Also on the pants, there's some details of red. You know, it's a very carefully painted figure. We've carefully put down details on it, which is really impressive because female body figures on pops tend to be a bit more smaller, especially in the case of Speedy. So I think it takes him a lot more effort to do, and I think they did a really great job of it. And I also like the detail that now the characters with masks are with black eyes instead of white eyes. Definitely a great change. And also that's a new change on the Green Arrow figure that I don't have right now, but it's another great change on that figure too. Last but certainly not least, we have Zoom. I think Zoom is a very intense figure in the sense that he's completely black, completely dark, but they really managed to capture really well the details on the character. As you can see, he has the simple flash details over here on the sides and on the back. Some little details on the back, not too much, but the front, however, it's super well detailed. Now, as you can see on the top, very detailed expressions of him, his greedy mouth, details of the raw lines overall he has, and the details, that's something that doesn't change too much of pops, but in this case it does, is the hands. The hands has these very clawy hands, which I think is actually pretty cool. It's also creepy, but at the same time cool. This one's definitely a must if you were looking forward to more Flash Pops. Another great villain to have in your collection. And here you can see them pair up with the previously released Arrow and Flash Pops. And that's it for this review. Be sure to check out our previous Arrow and Flash reviews. We have the very first wave of Arrow and Flash Pops reviewed. We also did a video of other DC comic pops, including Felicity Smoke included in that video. And we also opened the Legion of Collectors box, which included Jay Garrick himself. So be sure to check those videos out if you haven't. In the meantime, thank you for watching and be sure to pick this up because they're really cool collection. See you next time!